Okay, we're live. Testing, testing. Today on Quality Time with Family Ties, we learn Season 4 came in like an Ellen and out like a... I don't even know.
And in 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Quality Time with Family Ties. I am one of your hosts, Scott Jones. Joining me, as always, Mr. Paul Packler. Paul, how's it going? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was great. I am so excited that this is... What is this? This is the last episode of 2016, or is this the new episode of 2017?
We are in 2017, I believe, when this airs.
Oh shit! So we're at beginnings and endings all over the place with this episode.
But this is our last episode, right? This is the last one we're doing, right?
Ever?
Right? Isn't it?
Ever?
It's the end of the season, right?
Well, this is the last episode of season
Corey.
4, guys. Isn't this exciting?
You mean there's more seasons?
We got 3 more, Corey. 3 more.
You know what this feels like? This feels like we are in uncharted waters, both in the history of our nation and in the history of Family Ties. I don't know what the hell happens next. I'm like, season 4 has rocked us. 2016 has rocked us, and I don't know what to do.
Tell you what I would do if I was Gary David Goldberg. I would fire every writer on the show so fast and restaff.
Starting with himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. but guys, as we have seen, this show is doing amazingly well.
I mean, yeah, this season 4 is the big season, and it was wow.
And we, every year every new season we seem to do this. We get really excited. There's a lot to look forward to. Like this year, we were excited about Ellen. We were excited about Nick. And then by the end of it, we hate life. And then we was like, yeah, but the next season is going to be the season. I'm not saying that anymore.
Well,
I think we've hit it. This is it.
They simply have to stop writing the same episode over and over again. Because if we've seen 4 Mallory is dumb episodes, we've seen 100 Mallory is dumb episodes.
It's true. And once again, we have another teacher or a person yelling at Mallory for being dumb.
We have lots of people yelling at Mallory for being dumb.
We make her cry.
I know, as if yelling at someone is going to convince them to find some reserve of intelligence that they don't know that they have.
I mean, believe me, I've tried it on Facebook multiple times.
You can't yell smart into people.
Well, as we have seen in 2016, yes, that you can't. You absolutely can't. Well, guys, let's jump into this. If you're playing along with us, everybody, final season of episode 4, episode 24, the paper chase. Have no fucking clue why they call this paper chase.
I do.
Corey, you do.
I do.
Oh.
There was a wonderful movie, I don't know what the year was, called The Paper Chase, about students in law school studying for a very hard final exam. It won the acting teacher, John Houseman. At the age of 80, he won an Oscar when he had never acted in a film before. He had just been an acting teacher for 50 years. And John Houseman won the Oscar. It also starred Timothy Bottoms and a very pretty Lindsay Wagner, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Was it a play before it was a movie, or was it a movie?
I think so. I think it was an original film. And I want to say it was written by the guy, I'm blanking on the name, who wrote Nobody's Fool, Robert somebody.
Oh, yeah, Robert. Oh, yeah. He writes
a lot of films that I liked a lot. They were very realistic. They were very down to earth. I liked it. I liked The Paper Chase. It was a good movie.
And I've actually seen it. I think it's either on HBO Go right now or Netflix for streaming, obviously.
Yes.
So I always go past it wanting to watch it because I knew this episode title was coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John Houseman.
Oh, nice.
The teacher in this episode, Miss Hillman, a little less wonderful than John Houseman was in his Paper Chase.
Again, the expectations are up high, and then like
way
everything
too high.
else, brought low.
It just gets shot to hell.
Yeah.
We start the episode in the kitchen with Jen bringing a box of stuff in that Mom wants to clean out. Now, I've cleaned out things before. When I clean out stuff, really, it's not one corrugated box, 2 books in it. That's what she brought him. It was like, Mom wants to throw this stuff. Oh, that must have really been cluttering up the attic, huh, Jen?
Yeah. Yeah. And likewise, Steven brings in a similar box later, and it's about the same size.
With a ripped up shirt. Just throw this shit out. Why are we talking about it?
That shirt, look, everyone has a bummy shirt that they love, but we see this shirt come in, and already it has a face of a Native American on it, so it's problematic as fuck.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, but it had holes in it that it didn't even look like a shirt. It didn't even look like a rag, and somehow Steven wants to keep it.
Whatever it was, it looked like something that they had ripped holes in, not that had naturally gotten holes in it.
Yeah.
But guys, where you see a rag of a shirt, Nick sees fashion.
He does. He took it and put it on very quick.
Yeah, he was very excited at this.
Mm-hmm.
He was very excited about it. And before that, we have Alex. The box that Jennifer brings in is a box of Alex's childhood memories. So once again, it's a bit that we've seen before, like Alex as a baby or as a little kid was into conservative politics. He has a Richard Nixon lunchbox.
He has a House Un-American Activity
Say it, Paul.
coloring book. Look, if your kid is into the House Un-American Activities Committee in a positive way, your kid's an asshole.
Yes.
And you know what? Everything old is new again. Scott's got a cough, everybody. Scott, are you going to the doctor?
Yep, it's come back. Yes. But I figured it was a good throwback for the end of this year.
Yeah.
I actually, Paul, was waiting for you to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Well, it was here last episode, but I wanted to give it time to percolate before I brought it up.
To see if it was staying. Yep. And so we also find out in this scene that it's graduation time. Skippy comes in with 2 quotes because he has to pick a quote for the yearbook, and he pitches them to Alex. One is something about justice, and the other is yabba dabba doo.
And that's about how the audience responds, too, with that just bemused silence.
Yep. They really worked hard to get everybody in this episode.
They did. They didn't work hard at anything else in this episode, but they did work hard making sure everybody got some screen time.
Whether they needed it or not.
During this going through all of their crap to get rid of, Elise finds a very ugly dress that she graduated high school in and wants to give it to Mallory to graduate high school in. And I was shocked that Mallory actually found it to be a nice dress that she wanted to use. I thought it was going to be a point of contention.
Yeah, I did too. I thought there was going to be something.
Yes, I did too.
So it was really just to give her the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was shocked when she said, "Oh yes, Mom, it's beautiful." So the whole family has a reason to leave, and then Mallory and confesses that she may not be graduating because she is flunking history.
Usually by the second half of your senior year, you've already been accepted to college. And because you've gone through so many semesters and classes, your GPA is pretty much locked in. And so I don't think it's possible one way or the other for a class to keep you from failing or to keep you from graduating. Like, it's like this one little push one way or the other, it would have no impact. Like, either she's graduating or not graduating.
True. And also another point of contention is if you have been failing this class, by this point in the school year, most schools are required to notify your parents of you're in danger of not graduating or that you're failing this class. So it's just weird that Stephen and Elise would have no idea.
We sort of deal with that in 2 scenes. 2 scenes from now, we sort of deal
Mhm.
with Stephen and Elise wondering how they didn't know.
Yeah. It was just this big hole in the whole.
It just seems like there's some bad
conflict
going on here as well as bad studenting.
Yeah. Yeah. Alex is talking. Alex is explaining to Mallory that he warned her that Miss Hill, that he knew that she had Miss Hillman. Miss Hillman's a tough, really tough teacher. She hated Alex's attitude. Yeah, and Mallory just seems to be, I don't know. She just seems like I don't even know how this happened. It's really weird.
Well, you know how it happened, Mallory? When you got a D on the test and the F on the test before that and a C on the project that you did, and you didn't hand in a couple of pieces of homework.
That's how it happens. Exactly.
That's how it happens. It's a snowball effect, but you can point to any one of those things and say, maybe you should have done the work that was assigned.
Right. That was what was bugging me this whole entire time, is that she's just like, I don't know how this happened. How am I failing? What am I going to do? Hey, Corey, did I give you my cough?
Yes. Through the computer.
Yep.
Guys.
Oh, no, now Paul.
Oh, all right. Okay, stop. Wait. I have a question.
You're 3,000 miles away. You can't get this.
Did they mention that Mallory ran? It was like a line in passing, wasn't it?
You just cut out for a second, so I couldn't hear you.
Oh shit! Did they mention that Mallory got accepted in like a line in passing to Grant College in this scene?
There is a line that she was
Yes.
accepted to community college. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. So it's like you were saying, Paul. Yes, she's already going to college. She's been accepted.
Right.
But it's contingent upon a class.
Right.
Yes. And so then we actually get to a classroom scene, a whole new set. And we meet Mrs. Hillman. Guys, what were your thoughts on Mrs. Hillman?
She's not a good teacher.
No.
I use a word that I very rarely use to describe a woman. No, seriously, I really do. But to me, she was a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought,
Yeah.
man, why are you talking to a student like that? Why are you're sort of berating the student into being smart? There's got to be a better teaching technique than berating a student into being smart.
And she does it to all the students. It's not just Mallory. She like yells at that nerdy kid and.
Yeah. By the way, that nerdy kid is a star.
Yeah.
I'll the rest of this episode to tell me who it is, Paul.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even recognize him. Oh boy. All right. I'll start thinking.
Okay.
Okay. Star. The use of the word star may be a little far-fetched, but let me put it this way. He had a very visible, regular role on a long-running television series, and he happens to live here in Sherman Oaks, so I see him very often.
Nice. Are you friends with him?
Interesting. Okay.
We are say hello friends because his sons played Little League at the same time my sons did.
Okay.
So we would see each other and say hi.
You know what really annoyed me is how Mrs. Hillman, like, after she gave the quiz, was looking over everyone's shoulder, like, walking around the room. Like, she could just go back to her desk and let them take the fucking quiz.
She was like a helicopter teacher. I just felt that she was always hovering each student, like they were going to have some sort of a Perry Mason breakdown. You're right. I am a good student. I'm so sorry. I know history. Really, I do. Let me try again.
And
that's
honestly,
what happens with Mallory.
it's been a long time since I was in high school. If you
I've lost you.
Okay, hold for a second. Paul, you back?
He's going to say goodbye. I think he's saying goodbye.
Bye.
No, he's not saying goodbye. Oh
He's
gosh,
not
no.
saying goodbye.
No.
Oh no.
You want me to say goodbye?
What? I should say goodbye.
Can you hear us? You can hear us. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.